Once upon a time, in a land called Founderville, there were three little pigs. Founders. Each decided they were going to build their own startup. Founder 1 decided to build his startup made of straw. He worked alone, tried to master everything himself, and toiled night and day. One day, the big bad wolf, the market, came walking by. The market glanced briefly at Founder 1. The big bad wolf didn't huff, the big bad wolf didn't puff, he just ignored the pig. Founder kept walking and left the founder to die alone of exposure to the elements. The wolf kept walking down the road. Founder 2 decided to build his startup made of sticks. He also toiled night and day, but he had a great idea. His mom said so. He also had some help. His friend, who was a consultant with a big company, agreed to help him once a month with the blueprints and an occasional Zoom call. And he also had his cousin twice removed from his sister's aunt's side, who had a social following that he was certain was a marketing genius who would line up customers out his door for miles. The market, the big bad wolf, came walking by. The wolf stopped for a minute, a little bit annoyed, and said to the founder, "That's quite an ugly startup you're building. It looks like one I ate from 1995. Laughed out loud, and then got distracted by the nonstop notifications from his wolf phone 12. All right, the wolf kept walking down the road. Founder 3 decided to build his startup made from bricks. He also toiled night and day. He had a great idea. He talked to the big bad wolf all the time, and Biggie told him so. It turns out Founder 3 was on a first name basis with the big bad wolf. Founder 3 also had a team that liked building with bricks. They had experience with bricks. They knew bricks. They were expert brick builders. They ate, breathed, and lived bricks. Founder 3 called up Biggie and invited him over to his new startup. Biggie asked him if he could bring his entire family over. Founder 3, of course, agreed. They were friends. How could he say no? The big bad wolf called up his family, and they all ran over to Founder 3's new startup as fast as they could. When they got to the startup, there was already a very long line of wolves ahead of them as far as the eye could see. They all started huffing. They all started puffing. It's just kind of like what wolves do. And then, when they finally got to Founder 3's awesome brick startup, they pulled out their wallets and gave all their money and time to Founder 3. And then everyone lived happily ever after. This is not a fairy tale. Be Founder 3.